T-minus 15 seconds. Guidance is internal. 12, 11, 10, 9. Ignition sequence start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running. Liftoff. We have a liftoff. 32 minutes past the hour. Liftoff on Apollo 11.
Hello, everybody. It's an inside joke for those who know. Hey, everybody. This is Mark Fusco with Elite Wine TV here for another episode of the show. And again, we're going to do we're doing 5 of these wines tonight, actually, early in the morning, 1:30 in the morning-ish in the morning. So we're going to hit some wines in the mouth, and we're going to get this pumped out. All right, enough of the little references for those who know. Hey, 1:30 in the morning, and I'm doing my wine reviews for you on a Saturday night. Who else does this stuff? Nobody. All right, so let's go ahead and get right into this. This wine I bought this year. Hey, I got some wines from this year, by the way, in this set. I went over to Central Market to buy the Sacre Bleu, and while I was there, of course, I had to buy other wines. I mean, I just couldn't buy just those two. I had to kind of look. It's like being in the bookstore and you go, ooh, or candy store, and go, ooh, I want that. So I ran into the rep for this wine. This is the Hoya de Cadenas winery. Get a little close-up of the label there. This is a Spanish wine, and it's from the appellation is Hoya de Cadenas, and it's an eastern central part of Spain. This is the 2009 Blanco. It retails for $8.78 at Central Market. It's a combination of Sauvignon Blanc, Chardonnay, and Macabeo. I'm assuming I'm pronouncing the name of that last varietal correctly. I don't think it's Macabeo or Macabeo. Maybe it's Macabeo. That's probably what it is. Macabeo. I bet you that's how it's pronounced. So it's a combination of those. I don't know the percentages of that, but they are part of the Vicente Gandia group of wines or winery or corporation company. So this is this particular label for them. And like I said, the DO is Hoya de Cadenas. And it's actually known for, not these varietals, but for a varietal that I must not have paid attention to when I was doing all this stuff, the Bobal grape varietal. I don't really know too much about it. I'm going to assume it's kind of one of those just local wine varieties that the rest of the world doesn't really worry about. But we're going to go and try it out and see how it is. I mean, you should be able to do it in the air, right? First of all, let's take a look at the color. We're going to eventually, I got a little bit of cork in there. We're going to eventually get my tasting grid on paper, and then we'll go through that a little bit more, I don't know, scientifically, but a little more organized. And again, that's really for me to get prepped for the certified sommelier test, which I plan to take sometime next year. I won't be ready this year for it yet. All right, so look at the color. Color's pretty decent. The legs really don't mean anything, just so you know. But it does kind of give you how viscous the wine is. And there's a bit of viscosity. It's hard to tell. You probably can't see it, but there's a bit of viscosity to it. But other than that, it's just it doesn't indicate quality. If you thought it did, you are mistaken, and someone's been blowing smoke somewhere. All right. All right. So my first thought was apples. I get a bit of citrus, more like that fleshy fruit citrus, like a mandarin orange or a mandarin orange type of thing. Not nectarine, mandarin orange, yes. I keep thinking something else. No, more of that type of fleshy fruit. And a little bit of your typical lemony citrus. So the apple was that first. It's not as prevalent now. It's more that, not tangerine, more that orangey, mandarin orange type of thing. Yeah, pretty much like that. Let's see how it tastes. It's pleasant, but nothing really comes out at me, you know? I never started the timer on it. Okay, well, I know about how long I've been going on right now since I looked at the time. I mean, I get that lemony citrus type of thing. Um, Not much acid on it. It's actually kind of, I don't want to use the word flat on acid, but it's, I don't get very, I don't, there's nothing cutting through anything. Um, I'm not blown away by it. I don't really think it's spectacular. It's easy drinking, and if it was chilled, it'd probably be refreshing. Um, I think a lot of people would like it because it's easy to drink, especially if it was chilled. If it was like, especially how Americans chill their wine, at like 40 degrees, 50 degrees, it would be probably a really nice, refreshing, hot summer day wine. For me, I could probably down a bottle with no problem if it was chilled and all that. But I wouldn't necessarily go, this is awesome wine. I don't really get a flavor profile. It just could be, it's late night. I worked a long day at the day job. I work in restaurants, so you know how that. For those of you that are in the industry, you know how that can be. It took me a couple hours to get home and settle down and had something to eat and all that. I'm not trying to make excuses, but I'm trying to say that this is the first wine review of the 5 that I'm going to do today. So I should be the freshest with this, but I don't know, I don't get much from it. It's tasty, but it's not memorable. I'm not saying every wine needs to absolutely blow me away, but I don't think there's anything that's compelling to make me buy it, no matter what the price was, even if it was $3.99. There's nothing there to say I've got to buy it. Oh, hey, they got the percentages on here: 40% Sauvignon Blanc, 40 Chard, and 20 Macabeo or Masabio, Macabeo. I don't know. Macabeo. Yeah, that's how I decided to pronounce it. Macabeo. Yeah, I wouldn't necessarily recommend it that you have to go out and buy it. But if I was going to rate it as a wine, sorry to the gentleman I met, but I'm not impressed with it. 82. It's not horrible. It's not the worst I've ever had. It's not going to get the prices right. Bum, 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 bum. It's not going to get the little horn thing. That's reserved for the really bad wines. But I wouldn't necessarily say you've got to get this wine. If you found it and you wanted something that's easy to drink and kind of tasty, but not going to blow you away, go ahead, buy it. But I think there's a lot of other wines out there that are better. Hey, in success, I didn't get the cork in my mouth. All right, that's going to do it for today's show. I'm sorry. That's going to do it for today's show. I don't have my stickers with me, but Make sure if you want to get some stickers, shoot me an email. Actually, we're supposed to come up with some like little contest way for you to win them. So give me some ideas. Maybe I'll post something on Twitter in another few days to be first one to retweet this. We'll get a thing of stickers. Do some guerrilla marketing. I don't know. There's some other podcasts out there that tell you to put it on the toll booth. So I'm not telling you to do that, but you can use it on other things. Oh, by the way, I just went to a wine tasting. I tweeted about it a little bit. I tweeted the little tasting note sheet. Really, all I did is put a check or an X or a straight line. That was just quick and dirty. I wasn't getting too into it. But the only complaint I had was that they had wine barrels as their tables. Only one barrel of the 10 decided to put the trash can, which was supposed to be their spit bucket, on the barrel. There's 20 wines that you're tasting. And even before I went through this little stuff for a year, I'm not going to sit there and drink 20 wines. Now, they were using little plastic shot glasses, which that was the other thing. I was like, I guess maybe I haven't gotten a lot of these tastings, but I guess I was expecting a wine glass. But if I remember right, some of these wine tastings I've gone to, you bought the wine glass, but it's okay. I can bring a wine glass. I mean, I got plenty at the house. But like the little shot glass of wine, you're getting an ounce. Well, if you drink all 20 of them, you're having 20 ounces of wine, and that's almost a bottle. And we went through that in an hour. So drinking a bottle of wine in an hour is not a good idea. So there should really be encouraging people spitting into the bucket. Yes, there was some little food there, but it wasn't that much to slow down the absorption of the alcohol. I will go again, but I will bring my bucket. And hey, it allows me to. Oh, who's 1337 Wine? On the positive side, I got to meet, Viniously Speaking, Ceci, and so fellow wine blogger in San Antonio. So it was awesome to meet her and some of her family. So looking forward to meeting other San Antonio wine celebrities or well-known people in wine here. And that's going to do it for now. We will see everybody again next time.